on the left-hand side. Okay, so for the first one there, they are asking you print screens, but you will see the document that I have access to has not been so very well. It's a bit messed up there. Okay, so I'm going to I actually only gave you question for the QDC one, not the actual full one, but I just want you to engage with me. I'll give you the full one now. I just don't want to stop my recording again. So just listen to me and look what's going on the board. I'll give you the copy now. The reason I didn't print it was because of this. This was really not nicely done. Okay, so I think let's just engage with what we can see at least on this question paper. I don't know why they have done it so very badly. I'm trying to see that maybe later on in the question paper there is other print screens, but I can't see. You see it's been very badly. You see this? Okay, so it's not very nicely done, but it's okay. I'll see if I can get you the original. But let's just maybe engage with what we can see here on the print screens. I know it's like double, but let's just engage with it so that you can at least have some kind of recording of a print screen. Okay, so the first thing you need to do with print screens is you need to open up a blank document. Okay, a blank file, new blank document. And then you must ensure that all of your print screens are done on a separate page. Okay, so let's quickly engage with the question paper here. Like it's really not very well done, but we'll have to work with what we have. Okay, so you will see that for instance, we will have a 3.1 is missing, but then there's a 3.1.6. Okay, so I'm going to see that we can do 3.2. You are then going to only print 3.2.6. Are you with me? You're going to do 3.2.1, all of that. But according to the external markers, they don't want you to say 3.2. They want you to say 3.2.6 because that's the last thing you do. And then you're going to make a print screen. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see if we can make off half of the thing that was cut off. So this obviously works like this. You're going to engage with your file manager on the side, and they say you must copy the file Western Cape in the Kings of the former. Okay, so let's just quickly engage with some of it. I know it's difficult now because you can't see the full question paper, but let's just look at the basic things that can be asked of you even if we don't use this as exactly as they are asking you. So in the Western Cape, in the King, so this is the King's one. It looks like you need to do something here. You need to copy the file. Copy means you leave the original one. Are you with me? So you're going to right click, you're going to copy, and then you must paste it in the Stormers folder. Right click, paste. Okay, so I'm going to run through it quickly now. You can do it with me, or you can just engage with what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, then the second thing is you need to create an Excel file called winner in the Stormers. Now we are in the Stormers folder. Everything you create new can be right click, new, and then you can either create a folder or any file. They will maybe say text file, but that's the same as text document. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Currently, they are asking for you to create an Excel file. So you will then choose the word Microsoft Excel. Okay. What must be the name of that? Winner. Capital letters winner. Okay. Are you with me? Press enter so that it can capture it. Then rename the file Grand Como to World Cup in the Stormers. So this one, right click, rename, must be now called, and I'm just working with what they are giving me there, probably World Cup. I'm just going to say World Cup, press enter. Okay, basic stuff, right click, rename. Then 3.2.4 says you must delete the file Craven Week in the Stormers folder. Okay, so now I'm back in the Stormers. There's the Craven Week, right click, delete. Yes, I want to click yes. Now, can you see if I by accident opened up Western Province and I carry on with this and I want to, and you see it won't let me do it. It will give me an error. Okay, let's say for instance, I want to delete it. Look there. But I say, okay, it's not supposed to give me that. It's supposed to tell me that it is already open in another folder. But anyway, it might need, but if it's done that, just make sure that you actually close that. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying, students? Okay, and then let's quickly look at sort the of the SOMA folder in the descending order. How do I sort something? Okay, view. Remember, they sometimes refer to icons as thumbnail. So that's the one thing that you need to know here. And then the other option that you can do there is sort by. And then you just choose whatever. What did I say there? The what? Ascending. So it's already on ascending. Okay. If they say descending, then you must choose the other one. And if they maybe say all of the others, then that is where you go and check it. Okay. Now, obviously, I have by accident deleted the Craven week, not the Craven week, the other one. So just take note of that. That yours will maybe look different if you practice. And then at 3.6, it says 3.3.6, it says display the contents of the Stormers folder. Now it's most in that is the last one. I'm just gonna maximize. That must be your last one that you, if it says display, that word there must correspond with whatever is on your question paper. Are you with me? So when you print screen this, you're gonna print screen this one, and you're going to go back into this and you're going to say Control V or right click and paste, or you, and then you're going to do that for the next one as well. You're going to say Control Enter to insert a page break, and you see it's a page break. Or if you don't want to use your shortcut for Control Enter, you can say you want to do a layout, and you can say break and say page break. Are you with me? Then here it's going to be most now 3.3.6 or whatever. Okay. I'm not going to waste a lot of time now on print screens because I think taking this, you kind of know what you need to do. The most difficult thing they can ask you for a print screen is they can ask you to show any system control. Like say, for instance, anything processor or the amount of gigs that you have available. Then you go to settings. You go to system settings. You go to down to about, and you see here in this screen, you can see the RAM that's installed. You can see the processor. You can see the edition of the Windows operating system. So you can make a screenshot of this. Okay. Then the other thing they like to ask you in a print screen is also they like asking for it to make it read only. Then you know you have to right click on the file properties, and then you must actually click on read only. Are you with me? If they want you to WinZip the whole thing, then you must right click on that, and then you must say you want to send it to a zip folder. You remember there was one question like that? If you want to make it smaller, you right click, send to compress folder, and then you can just, they want to see that zip there. Okay, if I make it extra large, you can actually see it's literally a zip. Are you with me? And other thing that I can put a print screen is the time. Then you print screen this. You see where I clicked? Okay, are you comfortable with that? I think that is quite it. So let's go on with mail merge day now. So I've got the question paper of the Sia Kulisi. Now you don't have this. I'll give a print. You only have this. Okay, so just engage with the board for now. I will give you a copy of the rest. They say there you must retrieve the document saved as question 4A. Now by now you know retrieve means it's already there for you. Okay. So I have saved it under my 2021 intern question 4A. Okay. Enable editing. There we go. All right, so let's get the question paper on the other side for ourselves to see. The next question there says is you must edit the document according to the instructions listed below and is indicated in the text. By now in CPN5, you need to know that they're referring to the text. This is the text. Ne? And all of those manuscript signs is what you need to complete. I'm sure you are comfortable with knowing that. I like to do 4.1 up until 4.14 first. You had a different lecturer last year for CPN4. Maybe they have explained it differently, or you're more comfortable with that, then you can take that way. I like to do 4.1 and 4.2 and 4.3 and mark everything and then go to the text. Because then I know I've covered myself. You need to tick off what you've done. Okay. So let's leave this because we're going to do it later. We're going to go later on and engage with the text. Change the question 4a in the header to question 4b. So that's an easy one. Double click. You're just literally going to change it to B. So we've done that. It must be right aligned. It's still right aligned. But you must put in your examination number left aligned. And it must be Courier 12. Okay. So let's ensure currently it's Arial. So you must press Control A so that everything is selected. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can actually click there because there's already a tab, or you can take it back. That's just the easier way, right? To just say 1, 2, 3, 4, Control A. You must make it Courier new. But obviously, because you've already now typed in there, you could always have done this. You could say, for instance, your ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can use the tab key to take it back. So that's your option. Or you can just double click there and put in your, why am I saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there? Because that's my ID for now. Okay, are you with me? So I've done that. Make sure that it's Courier new. Then the next one says you must change the left-hand margin to that. I think you can all do that. You must escape the head, go to layout. I'm not going to do the basic stuff CPN4. You must know that. If you don't, go watch my CPN4 videos. Are you with me? Okay, so that's fine. I can do that. Are you comfortable with hyphenation and justification? Okay, same thing. You're going to go to, you have to select everything to make sure everything is in there, not in your header. Okay, hyphenation is never manual. It's always automatic. And the other one is fully justified. Okay, please, if you don't know this basic things of info, you must tell me, or we must watch a video. So those two I've done. Okay, footnote is not now part, according to me, currently. Maybe if it comes up later in the semester, I'll show it before the internal, but for the practical, this is not what you need to be able to do. But where do you find it? Just for the sake of it, under references is the footnote. Okay, but I'm going to pause on that. Columns is in 4. Make sure you can do that. So I'm going to actually go on. Endnote is also, I'm going to only do it later with you. Page numbers is in 4. Okay. The number lines is in 4. I've done a nice video now. You can watch 2023 May. I've done that with my N4s. Go watch it. That's a good video for you to watch. I'll put it on your drive as well for revision. Go watch it. It's worth it. We also do find and replace in there. Go do it. Make sure you do it. Okay. The only thing that might be a little bit different for you is to center page 1 and 3 vertically and horizontally. Okay, how do you center pages horizontally? You're gonna go to your layout, okay? Size, more paper sizes, layout, and then there's your vertical alignment. Remember, vertical alignment is like this, horizontal alignment is like that. So for instance, if I now say center there, and I go and zoom out a bit, can you see it's in the middle, vertically and horizontally? Can you see the two different things? But because my margin on the left-hand side is a little bit bigger than the other one, it looks off center. Okay. But we will practice that later on because we must actually put in page sections for that. Okay. But my focus for now is actually to go and do the mile merge with you. Right. So they are actually asking you to insert a table where they indicated using autofill to the contain, and you need to copy the main heading to the two line spaces. This is also CPN4. You must be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to move over to question 5. So the question 4 is CPN4 work. For the practical, you're only doing mile merging and screenshots and theory. So that's why I didn't focus on that very specifically. I want to focus on question 5A. Okay. So again, I don't think you actually have that question. So I'll print this for you so that you can engage with my video. It says, you are the CEO of the South African Rugby Federation and you need to send letters and invitations to the players attending the trial. Use the malmus function to create a data file using the names and information. So what do you do first off when you start with that? You open up a blank document. Are you with me? Okay. Then how do you go about to open up mailings? You're going to go to your tab, your ribbon, mailings, okay? And you're going to say, start your mail merge. Are you with me? Step by step. Are you doing letters currently? Yes. We've done labels. Make sure you watch the video if you don't know how to do it. You're going to choose letters and you're going to say next. Are you with me? You can do it with me now on a blank page if you would like to, or you can just engage with what I'm doing. Are you using the current document? Yes, we are. Okay. Now they're asking you, is there already this? No, because this is what you need to create. It says create a table. So what am I going to choose here? Type a new list. Are you comfortable with that? And then you're going to say create. Okay. Now, remember I said we're going to customize the columns because not everything, all of those, you remember now, all of those is actually my column headings. So title and first name is what I see there on my screen. Are you with me, darlings? Customize columns. Okay, now look here quickly. I only have how many field names? I've got name 1, address 2, town 3, code 4, and time 5. Are you with me? So I go and delete all of that, okay, until I have 5 left. You agree with me? Because I don't want any others that's not there. So you literally just go and delete everything until you have 5 left. It doesn't matter which one. We'll figure it out now. Do you agree with me? Okay. So let's go to title. There is no title. My first one is a name. So I need to choose rename. And I'm just going to backspace and say name. And I'm going to say, okay. My next one is address. I'm sure you're all comfortable to do this. Yes? My next one, rename, is town. Okay? My next one is code, rename, code. And my last one is rename time. Okay? So I've got my 5 fields. Do you all understand that this vertical is becoming now horizontal column names, headings? Are you with me? Okay. Now, all of these things that is written in letter 1 and letter 2 and letter 3 is what I'm going to type in here. Okay. So my first person's name is Clinton Kruger. Now you will see that his name and surname is in the same field. So I'm going to just type it in there. His address is 67. And you see now you need to engage with the next one here. Ne? This whole thing over here is on the horizontal line for Clinton Creer. Do you see that, darlings? Hello? So he lives in Albert Street. And the town he lives in is Paul. And the code for Paul is 7620. And the time is at 9 o'clock. Okay? Then I can't type another one here, so I must say new entry. Are you all good with that? And then I can type in my next one. What is my next one? Is Henry Matain. Okay? Where does he live? He lives in 11 Batavia Batavia Street, and he lives in Belleville. But can you see now, I actually made a mistake. Paul must be capital letters, right? Just make sure that you also do it. Belleville must be capital letters, okay? The code there for Belleville is 7493. And the time there is also 9 o'clock, okay? I'm going to do another entry and then I'm going to just pause there and show you mail merge because I want to show you there by question 6 and examination number. We've got Franco with, okay, he lives in 24 Corhan Street, okay, 24 Corhan Street, and that is in the western coast of the beautiful town of Port Worcester. And do you see now the code is your examination number? It's not a mistake. You must type in there your ID. Do you understand? So it's your exam number. You're going to actually type in your exam number, which is your ID. And do you see in the time is 9 o'clock, but in the next entry that the time is actually, or your not your time, your code is actually question 5A. You must type that in. Okay. I'm just going to do those 3 entries. You can do the 4th one on your own to show you. Now you're going to say, okay. Then remember, because you've created the template. Now, some of the other lecturers do it on Word. I don't like to do Malmich on Word. It's done via database. That is how you do it. Okay. You can do it via Excel. You can do it through Word, but I prefer this way. Are you comfortable with this way? Okay. Remember, this is just some of the things that you need to remind yourself. You need to now go, and if you work on the exam for the practical, you must go save on the correct one. And save it. It says here, question 5A. So save it then as question 5A. Are you with me, darlings? Okay, and remember now, I'm just going to write here 2021 because I'm scared I already have one like that. You wouldn't have one, but just for the sake of now. Then you can go out. That is in your question 5A. Remember, we stopped at step 3. You don't go on. Now, this becomes actually step 3. It says there you must use the mile merge function to prepare the letters to the memo. Use the courier new 12 point. So you're just going to carry on here actually now. Okay? Unfortunately, what you need to do is you need to go and type this whole thing, and this takes time. Okay? Sometimes they give it to you. Okay? Especially in practicals, they want you to save time. So I'm just going to do basic things here. I'm not going to do all of that. That is Cpn4 work. But just take note there, it says you must insert today's date. All right? You must ensure that you know how to do that as a field either or. Okay? You need to understand that you need to be able to go into a field and you need to put in the date. They don't give a specific date, so you can just give whatever. You with me? Did you see what I did now? Don't type the date if they ask for a date. You go to the fields to do that. Okay. Now, do you see there is, you understand and you remember from a CPN4 that is 2 spaces. Every line given is a space. So there's 2 spaces. So I must type in the 3rd one. Are you with me, darlings? Now, I'm not going to type every and whatever. You can do it on your own time. I just want you to see how we're going to insert those fields. Remember, these are the fields that we've created in our table, yes? Okay? So we're still on step 3. So we're going to go back into mailings and we're going to say, listen, we actually want to insert our fields now. What's the first field there that I want to have? Address. You're not going to put in the brackets like that. That is just to show you it's a field. Are you with me? You're not going to type anything like that. But what can you tell me about the town? Is it on the next one? Is it on the next line? Is it on the next line? Okay. let me just quickly pause my recording. Okay, I'm just quickly going to sign here. So you can see that that is the next one, eh? Okay, I will be with you in 5 seconds. Just hold on. Sorry, I forgot about this. Can I write today's date? Sorry. Forgot. Is that the only one? Okay, thank you, Seti. All right. So the next thing you need to do is press enter, and then you need to insert a field, and you need to say town. Are you with me? And you need to say insert. And then you can press oh, say close, just take that out. Enter, and then the other one you must put in code, and you're going to say insert. Are you with me? Close. Then 2. Then you're going to type in dear, and what must then be written there? Dear what? Insert the field, dear name, insert. Did I say anything with regards to the primary document? It must all be Courier 12. So just ensure that it is Courier 12. Sometimes they must ask you to change this to bold, and you remember that in one of the things we did, they did that. So just ensure that if they ask that you do that accordingly. Okay. Is there any other fields you see there? You're also going to fill, no, nothing else. That you must, huh? Waste the time. Oh, there. But you're going to type the letter and put it in. Okay? I'm just showing you the basics. Then when you get back to this, oh, it says here actually you must insert the fields and you must bold all the field names. So that must be bold. Do you see? That's your primary letter. Like you've got your primary label. Okay? And then what are we going to do next? We're going to say we want to merge it. Because remember now we want to print this. So this is going to be your next option. Can you see now you've got Albert's? You can actually finish, and I like to just say you finish and merge and edit everything. That's how I do it. And then you're supposed to have 3. You have supposed to have 4. I'm only having 4 because I just typed the 3. Do you understand how this works? Okay, so this is the part. Can you see it's opening up its own little letter document? The other one, my other one is still here in document 6. Can you see that? Okay, let's quickly just engage with the question paper to see that we've done everything. So here we have changed. Okay, you must do that is CP4 work. And it actually says you must print. What must you print for them here? Let me just make sure. Okay. You are actually going to print this as question 6B. Sorry, this must become question 6B. Okay, so you must actually go one back for it to, you must actually go back to the previous step. Okay, if that happens, if you go back to 4, you see what happened to me. I actually was on step 5. This is not what I want. I want you to print this. This is question 6B. Do you understand that, darlings? Okay, so you're going to print this for them. It's almost, this is the primary one. So this is what you're going to print. And then the one that you've merged is going to become question 6C. And then sometimes I ask you a 6D. Okay, are you comfortable with that? I'm going to just stop the recording. Is there anything specific that you would like to ask me?